Hi, this is Benin from BeFit Women's Exercise Studio, and I want to take you through the regulations for when we reopen. I did type out a five-page document on this, but I know you don't all have time to read through everything, so I will go through the main points with you in this video, but it's important that you know all this information and that you take all this information in. Hey, first thing is the rules are non-negotiable, so everyone will need to apply, please, and it's completely up to you if you want to come or not. No judgment if you do, no judgment if you don't. And I will update the rules as we get the official Gazette document from the government and as half things go along, because we are testing the waters at the moment. So first thing is arriving at the studio. Please stay in your car. Don't come into the studio before class. When you see me standing on the stoop waving, that's your cue that you can approach, because we want everyone out first before the next group comes in. When you come, there's pink cones. You stand at a pink cone so that there's distance between you and the other person. I scan your temperature. You check that you don't have COVID symptoms. If it's all good, you sanitize your hands and you go in. You take your dumbbells or step, whatever we need, and you go stand in your block. Then I'll let the next person in. So you can't all just go in at the same time. If it's raining, just be aware. If you see one person's going in and then you get out your car, quickly run to the door. So obviously don't stand outside in the rain. Okay, then I will clean all the equipment, of course, but you can double clean it. So you all have a sani basket in each block that has your sanitizer, some wipes, cotton roll, tissues, so you can clean them again before you use the weights. What to wear and bring along: a mask. We unfortunately have to wear masks or a puff, some kind of something covering the nose and the mouth. Experiment with different things that maybe helps you to breathe a bit easier. But remember also, we're going to sip water during the class and so on, so you'll have some mask breaks, if I can put it that way, but we will have to wear a mask. Unfortunately, this is what we need to do to protect ourselves and to protect others. Hey, so your water bottle you need to bring with, and try and get a water bottle with a little thing that you can pull open with your mouth, drink, push close with your mouth, not a screw tap, because now you're screwing. So hand, maybe touch something, screwing that you didn't wash your hands now before you screwed, then it's there, drinking, screwing on against, you're touching half that area where your mouth is going to be. Unless you obviously clean your hands every time before and after, that's also fine, but I'm just thinking maybe that will work a bit better. And then mat, you'll need to bring your own mat, please. So if you have a mat, bring it, or you can buy a mat, or if you don't want to purchase a mat, just let me know. It's not an issue. Then one of the studio mats at no cost I will assign to you. That will be your mat to take care of. So I do have lots of extra mats. You take that mat home with you. You make sure the mat is clean. You bring it with to class, or maybe keep it in your car so you don't forget it. And then if you have your own weights, you can bring that along. Sweat towel. Just be a bit more aware of where you put your sweat towel down, so you may be wiping the sweat, see this maybe nose and mouth. You can't just put it on the wall, hang it over something that's a communal area that someone else might touch. Obviously I'm cleaning everything, but we might miss a spot. So if you use your sweat towel, put it on your mat, because it's only you that's going to be touching your mat again. Don't just put it, plonk it anywhere down your sweat towel, or keep it tucked in your pants around your neck, or just use the cotton roll half as a sweat towel. You can wipe and chuck that away. Okay, and then make sure you dress appropriately for the weather, because we won't be putting the fan on for now to avoid like particles spreading around. So make sure you have something cool maybe underneath, but also something warm on, because the door and windows are going to be open for some nice airflow, so I don't want you to get cold. So make sure you always have a jacket with you. It is winter. Then let me just go down. During class, you need to stay in your block. Only time you leave your block if you need to go to the toilet, and sanitize your hands and everything you want to regularly during the class that I said. So remember to drink water. Now you have the mask on, but you still have to drink water. And obviously training with a mask does put a bit extra pressure on the heart and the lungs. You may be breathing a bit more heavier, so just be wary of how you feel. If you feel maybe a bit lightheaded, or you're really struggling a bit to breathe, then go outside, take the mask off for a couple minutes or so, take in some fresh air, put it back on and head back in. So just be aware of how you are feeling, because that might be something that's happening. Okay, so class is done. You're leaving BeFit. I will at the end of the class maybe ask you to help me to clean some equipment. So I'll say, can everybody just clean their steps, but your weights you can put in the used equipment drop zone. So I'll drop it, I'll clean that. So don't put the weights and things that hasn't been cleaned back on the rack. There will be a area marked that says for used equipment. You put it there. But if you can clean as much things as you can as well, but obviously we just have a short amount of time before the next class starts. So I'll tell you maybe just some of the things and I'll clean the rest. And then when you obviously leave, don't all storm out the door at the same time. You see someone's at the door, then you go. Don't bundle up there. Just keep that 2-meter distance between you and the other person. And then I also suggest when you get home, just take the training clothes off, take the shoes off, and jump in the shower while you're at it. Okay, then with the classes in general, there is some adaptations. So the circuit style classes that we used to have, like a speed and power, circuit surprise, we won't have any of that because obviously we share equipment. So that will be no of that. So there'll be some other new classes, and it'll be all classes designed that that you'll have to stay in your block, that you won't be moving around the studio. And obviously no sharing of equipment during the class. Make sure you take enough when we start and keep it in your block. Some of the classes will be 45 minutes to allow for all that screening, as I said, temperature, cleaning, all the things that has to be happen. So I can't have back-to-back classes. So sometimes 45-minute classes, some classes will still be an hour, all will be on the schedule. So you can check for the 45 minutes classes. Don't stress too much. I'll still make sure you get a good workout in. I'll maybe leave out, say, stretching and tell you go stretch at home, for example, but we'll still get in a good workout. And then other thing for now, for probably this week, the coming week, and next week, maybe just 1 week, I'll only be working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So we will finish earlier, so there won't be like a 5:30, 6:30 class. Latest class will start at 5 or 5:15. And I know this is difficult for you with working hours, but I just want to stick with that in that exercise hours that's gazetted of 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Just for now, while we're testing the waters, I'll very soon add those later classes again. So don't stress too much about it. As I said, a week or two of the earlier finish, and then we'll get to the later ones. And we'll also keep all the classes inside for now. I know there was a lot of suggestions for outside, but I don't want to attract too much attention at this stage until we get that official go-ahead. That will hopefully be on the 15th or the 20th. Then we'll start with the outdoor, the free boot camp, and that classes again. I'm doing some outdoor classes, obviously weather permitting. So that's the other thing. We can't always just be outside where we can be more people, but the weather is bad, so I'll have to check that as well. So that's the issue with outside. So yeah, as I said, won't have a free boot camp as such yet, but there will be 2 Saturday classes, but it'll be a normal paid class until I start free boot camp again. That, as I said, will hopefully be in a week or two. Class sizes will be 6 or 4 people, because some people did mention 6 is a bit too much for them. They'll feel better with less. So also that will be on the schedule. Let's say class is capped at 6 or class is capped at 4. I can't go too little. There are suggestions for 2 or 3, but it's not going to be profitable for me then I'll have to increase prices, and I don't want to do that when everyone is struggling financially at this moment. And then also some people said they want to have 2 classes with minimal equipment for lower risk. There will be body weight classes. There will be classes that you don't need a lot of equipment, so you can just check that if that is a concern of you. Okay, class booking. So you'll have to book for all classes. You can't just pitch when you want to, unfortunately, at this stage. Otherwise, I can't control the numbers, and we want to control the numbers, not have too much people in the studio at once. So there's a set way in which you'll book, and I'll let you know what that is now. And you'll have to follow these instructions, please, to the point, to allow for efficient bookings. Okay, and there were some concerns that you're not going to get space. I did go through my diary of 2018, 2019 winter months, and most of them there was 6 or less people, odd ones a bit more. So I think we should be fine. Obviously, you might not get space for all of them, but majority of the time you will have space. Winter is generally a bit of a quiet month for the studio. Other thing is schedule. I'm going to send out a weekly schedule, not monthly like we used to do, because this is testing the water. So then it's easy for me to adapt the schedule quickly, make changes, than doing a monthly one and something's not working and we have to go with that not working thing for months. So weekly schedule for now. And okay, so with the booking, I will send out the weekly schedule every Saturday at 1 p.m. You will get the schedule via WhatsApp. So if you're not on my WhatsApp broadcast list, also let me know so I can add you, because I'm going to send it with that. I will do the normal email newsletter as well, but that will maybe only go out a bit later. I'll try and schedule it for one as well. But WhatsApp is going to be the best. You immediately get it. Excuse me then. Okay. So first schedule will be sent out coming Saturday, 11th July. Bookings 2 phases. Phase 1 will be on Saturday 1 to 5. Then you can book for 3 classes, just up to 3. If you normally just do 2 classes, you book for 2. But I know a lot of people will do every day, but you can just book for 3 classes just to make it fair for everyone to get some classes in at the beginning. So that's from 1 to 5. Okay, then phase 2 is from 5 p.m. onwards. 6 p.m. onwards, so just get off an hour to sort things out, but from 5 p.m. onwards is fine as well. Then it's phase 2. Then it is half free for all. You can book for as many more classes as you want to, so I'll send out a message as well between 5 and 6 to say which classes there's still space for, and then you can add as many more as you want to. Okay. I'll still do Zoom classes as well, so remember to book for those as well. On the schedule you'll see some classes are just for Zoom, and some is a live class in the studio, but I'll also stream it on Zoom. So if you're doing Zoom as well, you need to book as well, so I can send you the code still for that. For the bookings, please send me a WhatsApp or SMS. Every class will have a corresponding alphabetical number. So Monday, say 4 p.m. class will be A, for example. So each class is a letter, so when you book you'll just send me the letter. You don't have to type out Monday 4:30's bums and tums or whatever, so it's quicker for you as well. You can also send me half backup numbers. So say you want to book for A, D and G, and you can put backup E and F if those are already full, so it's easier for me to immediately put you in that backup classes, book you. If yours is full, then I'm still saying okay, now it's full, and ask for others. You can also put extras, so when that 5 p.m. runs out, then I already know which extras you would want, and if there's spaces I can put you in already. Otherwise, first come first serve basis on that first phase of bookings from 1 to 5 p.m. Then okay, so the example of a message of how you message me for bookings, you put your name. So say I'm booking, I will put Benin BFG. That's all in the message, and I will reply with booked for all or booked for this. Or you will put obviously Benin BFG backup CH or whatever if there's extra. Cancellations, try and make your classes, because obviously you're taking a spot someone else could have come. But if you need to cancel, obviously if you have COVID symptoms, cancel. Even if it's last minute, that's it's half a non-negotiable. Don't feel then you need to come, please cancel. And also during the week, if you happen to have extra time pop up, you can ask me. Benin is still spots in this and that class, so don't half see it like after Saturday you can't book. The rest of the bookings are open like normal. It's just that first phase that's limited, so everyone can get a chance to book there. Okay, I think I covered that. I think it might be quicker to read. I think I'm talking long. Okay, online services. Zoom, I'll still continue with Zooming classes. As I said, YouTube, I'll still post YouTube videos, 3 videos a week. So they'll be live at 6 a.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and I'll still do personalized programs for those that want that. Payments and packages. EFT if you can, because obviously it's less stuff we're touching, but if you want prefer cash, you can do that. Then I've put the packages we have. Unlimited classes for 10. I will work out a pro rata for this month for those that likes to half pay month end or beginning of the month, so that you can pay. I'll work out a pro rata of how much days is left in the month, so let me know if you want to do that and I can work that out for you. Otherwise, we normally work from payment date, so say you pay 13 July, you have unlimited classes to 13 August. Remember now, you might not be able to get in that much classes with the bookings, so if you want to, you can consider other classes as well. Okay, then we've got the 12 class package, $495 to be used over 3 months. The 12 classes, 8 classes, $370 to be used over 3 months. I added in a new package of 4 classes to be used over 2 months, 200 Rand. Okay, single drop-in classes 55, Zoom classes of 40. Okay, It's the last page. Yeah. Okay, bathrooms. They'll sanitize in the bathrooms as well, so you can spray toilet seat, everything else you want to, but try and obviously go at home that you don't need to use the bathroom at the studio. That's just for your own safety, but we'll keep it as clean as I possibly can. And then, yeah, as I said, don't enter the studio when the previous class is still on, so I know who's in and we can limit the numbers. Also, you won't be able to bring any guests or kids along inside the studio. I know a lot of the kids aren't back at school yet, so if you do bring the kids along, they will have to stay outside, playing outside or in your car for the entire sessions. I'm not going to allow any kids in, unfortunately, because I need to control the numbers inside, so I can't have extra bodies moving in and out, touching things as well. So I hope everyone understands that as well. Okay, then with the sanitizer, please feel free to sanitize as much as you want to. Don't think, oh, I'm using all the sanitizer stuff. If you need to spray off the bottle and then you feel safe, by all means do it. And then obviously the rules on coughing and sneezing, you need to follow. Coughing into the elbow, sneezing into the tissue. Don't just sneeze and cough. Sometimes also I know one's throat is just scratchy, or you add water, it goes in the wrong hole and you like have a cough attack. Then just go outside as well, cough and do whatever you need to outside, come back in. Obviously if you're sick, don't come in, but sometimes there's just something random and then you have a bit of a moment. And then always keeping your distance over the bathrooms as well. If there's already 2 people in, don't come in as well, because that one is maybe going to go wash their hands, then you standing there, and then you can't have the distance. So just stand half outside, see when you can come in. But if both cubicles are closed, don't go in to wash your hands as well, because someone might come out at that moment. So just check that you're not all in there at the same time, because the bathroom is small. Now hugging, greetings, you know that. Okay. Yeah, and obviously if you are being tested for COVID, if you're being exposed, don't come. And yeah, if you've been tested, wait for your result. You can't think, okay, I'm being tested, I don't have a result yet, I'm clear. Wait till you get the result. And then just on a final note, this is quite a stressful and anxious moments for me as well, but I know we'll make it through, and I will make mistakes and I'll forget things, but I just please ask for your support. Feel free to communicate with me if you have questions or need clarity on any of the guidelines. And thank you for those that has been supporting me, even if it's just with a message. I do appreciate it. And let's just all be understanding with each other as well. And on the last note also, I don't want to have to be checking up and see, hey, why don't you wash your hands or things like that. Please just everyone do what they need to do. I don't want to have to check up and be on everyone's case on things. So let's all just work together, and I'm sure we'll make sure the studio is a safe place for you to exercise and just get that fitness back and boost your immune system. Thank you.